So, hey guys, welcome to digit.in, and we've just gotten back from the launch of the Huawei Mate 20 Pro that Huawei hosted in London, and we have the phone here with us. So let's just quickly go ahead and take a look at what's inside the box. And first order of business is the phone itself, and this is the blue variant of the phone. Just there's a little bit of color here as well. There's a nice red power button. The phone itself, this has got a few fingerprints on there, and the unique aspect about this device is, of course, its camera modules. These are three cameras along with a massive LED flash unit. So we're gonna get to the cameras in a bit. Let's see what else we got in here. So quickly, just taking that off. Now, there are multiple things about the Huawei Mate 20 Pro that are actually pretty interesting, and we'll cover all of them in our subsequent videos. But quickly, just taking a look, there's the quick start guide inside the box. There is, of course, a silicon case that the company has provided. Now this is the super fast charger, the supercharge. This delivers a 40-watt power into the phone. Wow, it's actually pretty heavy. So this is going to deliver 40 watts of power into your phone to charge it super quickly. Huawei claims you can go up to 80% in just 30 minutes. So there's that. There's a supplied USB Type-C cable, and of course when you're dealing with this kind of power, you would probably want to use the cable the company supplied. Then there are these USB Type-C earbuds that look a lot like what Apple offers, and of course, thankfully, a USB Type-C to 3.5mm headphone jack. Now, so that's basically what you're getting inside the box of a phone that costs 1,049 euros. Uh, that's actually quite a lot of money, and unfortunately, we've not been told about an India launch. As of now, there is also no word on whether this phone will even come to India, or whether India is on Huawei's radar when it comes to the Mate 20 Pro. It is actually a fairly impressive device. Just quickly to give you a rundown of what the specs on this phone are. It's got a Kirin 980 chipset, which is fabricated on the 7nm process. What a first for Huawei. It's got an NPU, a dedicated NPU. This particular unit that I have with me here has 128 GB of onboard storage along with 6 GB of RAM. And of course, as you can guess, there's no headphone jacks, but you do get an IR blaster. Interestingly, the SIM tray over here houses, of course, a nano SIM, but it's a dual SIM setup, and one SIM goes on top and one goes at the bottom. And in case you're not going to use the secondary SIM slot, you can put in a memory card, but it's not your regular micro SD card. Huawei has made its own proprietary nano memory card, which is what you're going to have to use on this phone. And as of now, the maximum available storage on that is 256 GB. There's no word on pricing. There's no word on how much it will cost. When will it be available? None of that. So as of now, all that's up in the air. But given that this is 128 GB of onboard storage, not really sure why you would want something like that. Now, I don't know if you guys can see, but this phone also has, let's see, an in-display fingerprint sensor. So this is a first for Huawei. And on the Honor 10, actually, the company did kind of play around with an under-display, not under-display, but under the glass kind of a fingerprint sensor. And it did pretty well. It was received fairly well. But with the Mate 20 Pro, they've actually gone ahead and implemented an under display fingerprint sensor. So of course, since the phone has just been booted up, it's not gonna let me get in. So let me just quickly put in my pin code. All right, so that's the phone. It's running EMUI 9.0 based on Android 9.0 Pie. It's got its own, well, sorry about that. So as it's a very familiar UI actually. It's very familiar with Emotion UI. This is something you would have seen on the P20 Pro, or if you've been a Huawei or Honor user, the look of the phone is not gonna surprise you at all. Now, there are a few things that are interesting and new. There's, of course, a brand new face detection hardware as well in here. It's got an IR blaster inside, it's got a dot projector, it's got a very similar set of hardware that you found in the iPhone. So that's why the notch is much bigger on this in comparison to the Mate 20 or even the Mate 20X, which has a teardrop shape notched. So let's just go ahead and take this off. And the other very interesting thing about this phone is that this texture on the back, there is a nice texture over here, although it is a crazy fingerprint magnet, so I can see why Huawei is given a case. So let's just show you how the fingerprint sensor works. Just press on it and there it goes. Although I have to tell you guys, registering the fingerprint itself was quite a pain. So but yeah, the technology is still in its nascent stages, and we're sure that over the years it is going to get better. So yeah, that's a quick unboxing and first look at the Huawei Mate 20 Pro. In case you guys like this video, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, and if there's a friend of yours who's interested in this phone, maybe you should share this video with them. Thank you guys for watching and have a great day.